Hey everybody, it's Steve here, and welcome back to Super Mario All-Stars. We are in, this is going to be the final episode of Super Mario Bros. 1. Can't get that fire flower, good grief. We're going to do World 7 and 8 in this video, and finish that up before moving on to the often dreaded lost levels. I guess we'll talk more about that when we get there, though. As far as this game goes, as I said probably in my first playthrough as well, there's not much to say. It's a game that everybody knows, and it's kind of been talked to death, so there's really nothing else to say about it. What I was thinking of just now was the appeal of Mario games, and it's one of those things that you really can't put your finger on. There's really no way to really describe why they are as popular as they are and why they are so fun to play, because they're generally simplistic in nature. And the reference that I kept coming back to or thinking about was, I don't want to make this correlation really, but I was thinking of Mickey Mouse. Now, I think that Mickey Mouse, like Mario, is by himself not the most interesting character. I mean, Mickey Mouse is just a happy-go-lucky mouse, and Mario is just this simple plumber. So there's nothing overly special about them at first glance. But I think ultimately, just as people pondered at the time what the appeal was of Mickey Mouse, and nobody really could put their finger on it. He did come around at a time of the Great Depression, and I think that the world kind of needed this character that had an optimistic attitude and faced problems and dangers and overcame them. I think people needed to see that, and so as soon as Mickey Mouse became popular, other cartoon studios tried to copy that formula. I mean, at the time, if you look back at cartoons from the early 30s and even the late 20s, there's just a flood of Mickey clones. These characters that were never heard from again, that were just trying to copy Mickey Mouse, and they just couldn't do it. Even though they essentially looked the same, acted the same, they still just couldn't reach any kind of success like Mickey did and continued to make. Now, again, Mickey Mouse is not a overly interesting character. That's why he was paired a lot of times with more funny characters like Donald Duck and Goofy, because by himself he wasn't overly funny and he wasn't overly interesting. But there was an appeal about him, and there was something that people were drawn to. And I think that the same holds true for Mario. That's kind of where I'm getting with this. Guys, I knew it. I called it before it even happened. I've been talking all this time, and I just paused for a minute to say, is my coin obsession gonna screw me over? And it did. Literally like 1 second before it happened, my coin fetish screwed me over. Okay. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. It wasn't even about coins that time. That was just pure failure. Wow. Wow. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, God, I almost don't want to talk right now. I just want to get to this level. It's a cheap level, for God's sake. Come on, Steve. Plant Man. Anyway, as I was saying, I think that same kind of philosophy holds true for Mario. There is nothing overly interesting about him, just at a glance. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that he's a happy character. I think there's something just appealing about a character who is happy. I mean, let's face it, in this world that we live in, it's hard to keep that optimistic attitude and that attitude of having an obstacle to overcome and doing it not so much with a smile on your face, but having confidence in yourself that you can do it, and that you know, evil can be overcome, and I think there's something very appealing about that, because it's a quality. Oh, jeez, really? It's a quality that you yourself would like to have. Anyway, God, let's get out of this world. Jeez. Okay, we're moving on to the final world of the game. I was about to say that that's the world that kind of ramps up the difficulty a little bit, but it's still not that bad. But again, maybe that's because playing this game, you know, for all these years, you know, at the time, I'm trying to think back to as a kid, how much if I really found this game to be difficult at the time, and I just can't really recall struggling with it by any means. So yeah, so I think as far the games are successful because the personality of Mario, the idea of being that hero who's confident and can overcome whatever obstacles are in their way. I think that the game designs are appealing. I mean, I've said this before, I know, that some pretty bizarre things happen in Mario games, but you never question it. You never think that it's strange until you really stop and think about it. You know, then it does. The bizarreness of it all kind of becomes obvious, but just playing through, as all these odd things and places and creatures, you never question it. It seems perfectly normal and perfectly rational, and it's just accepted. I think that there's something for everyone in these games. If you want to just breeze through them in a kind of minimalist way, you can do that. Oh yeah, World 8, that's when you first start getting the hurry up timer. You know, it's one of those things you never think about, is that if the timer runs out, you actually lose a life, because, you know, how hard is it to get through the level without the timer going off? But yeah, there's some of these levels in the 8th world that are long enough that that's exactly what'll happen. I think it's I think I get it in pretty much every level in this world where you start running out of time. The first 3 levels of this world. It might just be the 1st and 3rd though. There's a 1 up here if you need it. Again, they're meaningless. You know, I've lost a total of 3 lives. 1 to my coin fetish, and 2 for just making stupid jumps. Watch out for the bullet bills here. They're in not the best places. The Super Mario theme here that's been revamped a little bit for this All-Stars edition. It's still, I think that this was done tastefully. Like I said, that's the most difficult jump in the game as far as I'm concerned. It always has been. I think that it was done tastefully. I'm not a big fan of remakes and making things that were once simple more glamorous, if you will, but I think that this package was done tastefully and with respect to the originals. So I'm definitely comfortable with it. You know, probably, you won't see me playing very many remakes and things on this channel, but I find this one to be acceptable and done with respect. So here it is. We got 2 more levels to go. This is the level where I would need to emphasize that life is going to be much easier if you end this level with a fire flower and then get through the next level, you know, without losing it. There are 2 power-up blocks here with each set of Hammer Brothers. So 1 you can get the mushroom, then 1 you can get the flower, and then your best bet, if you can do it, is to hold on to it, because there is a point in the final castle where there is a very horribly placed Hammer Brother, and it just helps to have the fireballs to get past that point. I mean, it can be done obviously without it, but oh jeez, oh boy. See, that's not good. Yeah, so the fire flower would be over here somewhere. There is. It would be right there, but since I lost my mushroom, I'm just getting the mushroom back. At least I'll have a hit. Oh man, but I gotta deal with this though. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. Yeah, that's not going to work either. Yeah, so I'm glad we're starting this. There's no halfway points in World 8, thank God. I'm actually appreciative of that because I want you, and it's almost a necessity to have the fireballs to get through this level. You know, even that Koopa shell. Alright, so that's what, 5 deaths. Okay, this, so, you know, I first started this thinking, yeah, you know what, I can just beat the game on one, you know, without losing a life. One life, I'll do that. Obviously, and I've done it before, but apparently not this time. Alright, Hammer Brother, go away. Oh, come on, now I can't get up there, really? Oh, it doesn't matter, it's right there, that's right. Jeez, I'm like getting all nervous right now. It's like, seriously? It's Super Mario Brothers, for God's sake. Alright, so I've got to get rid of these Hammer Brothers without losing my mushroom. Oh my God, did you see that? Holy crap. That's, I'm gonna say that should have hit me. I don't see how it didn't. Alright, so now we got the fireballs, we can just breeze through. See, because there's nothing to hit them with. They're not like on blocks that you can hit them from underneath or anything. They're just out in the open. I mean, even the clouds are smiling. I mean, come on. How can... it's cheesy, it's corny, I know, but... they're just feel-good games. These games just make you feel good, you know? And I guess ultimately that's why they're... Oh, man, hit the flagpole just as the hurry-up went off. Alright, anyway, it's the final castle. As everybody knows, I'm sure, the trick is to go down the pipe after each lava pit. Except for this one. I'm going to take that back. So every time you pass a lava pit from this point on, it's the pipe afterwards that you're going to want to go down. So that's easy enough to remember. So we're going down here. Again, try and keep the firepower if you can, because coming up is this Hammer Brother in a ridiculous place. It's right before a pit with a Potaboo, and then right before Bowser, and it's just not a good place. So to get in this pipe, you need the hidden coin block, which is right there. Right there. What was that noise? Oh my God. We got some Cheeps. I was waiting for them. You know, where were they? There they are. Down this pipe, underwater area. Let's be careful in here. Some of these fire sticks are... Oh, geez, are not placed in the best area. And get rid of the bloopers if you can. Man, Mario's got to be beat up. I mean, between punching blocks and hitting his head on ceilings and stomping on enemies, I mean, he's got to be just banged up. Oh, crap. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, here he is. Yeah. Okay, this might not end well. There is no place to get power-ups in this castle. None. That I'm aware of. I like the lightning flashing in the background through the windows. Oh, this is not good. This could end in complete failure. I mean, obviously it can be done, but again, ultimately, it like comes down to luck. The Hammer Brothers patterns are so... There is no pattern. I mean, I can't even refer to it as a pattern because there is not a pattern. They're just so erratic, and it comes down to luck. And as we all know, I hate things that are based on luck. You know, I just don't believe in it. I don't take those kinds of risks in real life if something would come down to luck. Oh, jeez, get away from me, dude. Dude, I just called a blooper a dude. That's always a big thing, too. I mean, I call animals, like, you know, Buddy and And people get really annoyed sometimes, owners, like if they have a female dog, or and I call their animal Buddy, they get like offended, like you can only, oh jeez, you can only call a male, oh my god, okay. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, like, you can only call a male dog Buddy, you can't call a female dog, Buddy Pal. It's, like, offensive to them. Whatever. So we have this new ending to the game. Aw, Mario gets a kiss. Aw. Did I even beat my old high score? I forgot what it was already. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, so that's it. We're not going to do the more difficult quests. We're going to move on to the lost levels next time. So until then, thanks for watching, but we're not done yet. So everyone take it easy, have a good day, peace, and I'll see you next time for, as you can see, I've got, 792. Alright, take it easy, I'll see you next time.